Coming up on Bondi Rescue.
Your treatment could be the difference between them walking home or them going home in a wheelchair.
Hey, Tommy, that guy in front of you is drowning.
Go, straight out.
And they were just panicking.
Hold on to my boy! My boy!
Can you just wiggle your toes at all for me?
Sammy makes a shocking revelation. The woman can barely hold on.
And she's so weak, she slips off.
Where the did she just go?
That's just the worst thing ever.
Early evening, and it's pack-up time. As a late southerly change hits, the swell increases. Unlike lifeguards, not everyone is calling it a day.
When a southerly comes through, it changes the whole beach really quickly. It's super dangerous. It churns up a lot of water, makes it hard to see the swimmers.
Lockie provides swimmers with their final warning.
Hey guys, hello, all these swimmers, how'd you get out of the water? Conditions are getting a lot worse. We didn't want anyone swimming. How'd you get? Come on, come back tomorrow.
Then a report comes in.
That friend just went out for it's really far out of her sleep. I don't think she's dangerous. She's all the way out there and she's swimming.
Yeah, man, sorry, is there a swimmer out the back?
It's a girl, and I don't think she can do it.
Yeah, copy, thank you, I'll go get her.
You might have to go here.
The woman is over 100 metres from shore. Unable to get a visual on her, Lockie's hope is that he will somehow find her out the back, still afloat.
The way the wind was, the southerly hit, you know, you couldn't really see her at all. She was out past the break. The wind was so strong, it makes it really hard with the big board. It like sails, it just catches it. Yeah, she wasn't in a good spot. When I was out there, she was hanging on to someone else's board. She's fully gassed when I get to her. She's actually quite white. You know, that's when your panic sets in.
Exhausted from the rough conditions, the woman can barely hold on.
And she's so weak, she slips off.
Where the did she just go?
That's just the worst thing ever. Where's she gone? Like, I've lost her here.
The woman makes a final attempt to stay alive.
Alright, well done. We got her back to the beach. It was past 7 o'clock. It was time for us to go home. I had to get everyone out of the water, so I paddled back out. Hey, everyone out! Get out! Out of the water! By the time I came back in, I couldn't actually see her. I think one of the boys said she walked off to her friends. Generally, that means they're all right.
Further up the beach and reunited with her friend, Martina is far from okay. Water on the lungs can cause secondary drowning, even hours after the actual event. After 15 minutes on dry land, Martina shows no signs of improvement.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm one of the lifeguards. This particular day, I was the buggy driver for the crew. Right on pack up, I noticed a surfer that was in trouble. She was starting to shiver and get cold.
Have you been drinking? Only 4 beers.
Okay.
So it's not a lot.
Okay.
But I went for a swim like right after I surfed, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I couldn't get in.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I was so scared.
Yeah. She'd been running, surfing, swimming and walking all day and then downed 4 beers and went and jumped in the ocean right on the southerly change. It was kind of a cocktail for a small disaster. Do you feel dizzy? Are you seeing
I'm just tired, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you drunk much water today?
No.
Okay, so you're probably dehydrated and you're going into shock. Now you just got to make sure you don't get cold.
Exposure is also a risk.
There was nothing of her, so if she continued to stay in this weather, she was going to turn hypothermic.
I just want one.
I made a call to 000. I've got a young girl in her early 20s. I'd say she's got early hypothermia. Now I think she's just worked herself up into a state of like hysteria. All right, they're coming, lights and sirens.
Hypothermia arises when a person loses heat faster than their body can produce it.
It's incredibly dangerous and it can be fatal if it's left untreated.
Police arrive, with paramedics close behind.
Police did arrive first. They thought maybe it was like a rescue retrieval or something going on.
Martina,
Yeah.
you awake?
Yeah.
I went for a bit of a swim, did you?
Yeah.
Did you swallow any water?
I'm not sure.
Okay. A little bit anxious at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You just need to try and control it.
An intensive care paramedic quickly establishes what the problem is.
35.9, okay? So your temperature inside your body is a little bit cold, all right?
Normal body temperature is around 37 degrees.
I'm too hot.
No, it's what happens when inside gets a little bit cold. You think you're hot, okay?
Martina is moved off the cold floor.
Come in. Open eyes. Bang it in. I'm going to sit over. Thanks. That's much better, all right?
Paramedics recommend Martina should go to hospital, but when she refuses, they settle on a final checkup in the ambulance.
Walk up to the car. That should wake you up a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah.
It'll wake you up. Yep.
The waves were so big, there was so much happening. The rocks right there, and he just can't understand what I'm saying. We actually got in once, and then he jumped off. He jumped off in the rip and went straight back out.
This is heavy. There's a clubby trying to do a rescue and they're about to get smoked on the rocks.
A volunteer surf lifesaver is attempting a rescue in the rip at North Bondi. Nicola is called to back up.
Should we go quicker? Yeah, I'm sure you've seen that. The clubbies are all freaking out. They're screaming for more help. You're going to have to go straight out. So I could see one clubby's gone up the rocks, lost his board. He's probably going to get in trouble. I think there's one boogie boarder. I've lost sight of him.
Nicola offers assistance.
Yeah, Nick's going way out, boat ramp style. We've got a mass rescue in 10-foot surf. This is heavy, very heavy.
Nicola asks local surfers if they've seen an elderly man on a bodyboard.
Is there someone else?
And I was just checking, just like, hey, is everyone okay? And they were like, no, we think this guy will get into trouble.
That guy? Okay.
Nicola identifies a man clinging to a bodyboard.
He should not be out here.
You alright, mate? Alright, jump on.
Uwe Krab is on holidays from Germany.
Nicola seems to be coming in. She's doing a rescue. She's got one on her board.
We actually got in once, and then he jumped off. He jumped off in the rip and went straight back out.
The exhausted German tourist has been battling for over half an hour. Nicola makes a second attempt to save him.
Hold on.
She's going out. She's absolutely battling.
The powerful rip pulls them out to sea.
The waves were so big, there was so much happening. The rocks right there, and he just can't understand what I'm saying. And I just couldn't communicate with him. And was sitting in the rip, just going out to sea. And then finally, like, I got him on the board and I had to roll a wave with him.
The man struggles to understand Nicola's instructions.
Hold on to my boy! My boy! Hold on! Trying to help you. You need to listen.
Next thing was, how do I get him in? The waves are massive.
Get off!
At that point, I knew I couldn't get him back in to the beach.
Oh, wow. Nicola's still trying to get this guy in. She's in a lot of trouble. She's in front of the rocks. Nicola's doing the gnarliest rescue ever. She's in a terrible spot. She needs assistance.
Harries is stationed onshore with the buggy, but can't back up since there's only one vehicle available to cover any other emergencies.
Mate, we can't leave this vehicle. If anything else happens on the beach, we are screwed, mate.
She's just got to take it on.
Hold on!
At that point, I knew I couldn't get him back in to the beach.
Right now.
Nick. Go up the rocks, please.
It's impossible for Nicola to fight against the rip. She has just one option left. The narrow boat ramp is sandwiched between rocks.
Alright, we're gonna go up there, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Off-duty lifesavers back up.
Nicola has sent him up the rocks, which is one of the heaviest things to do, and two bystanders dragged the guy across the rocks and up to the boat ramp.
I think he got a few scrapes, but yeah, I think he's more than happy to be on dry land.
Doesn't matter if you're Kelly Slater, you're going to get smashed out in the water, and it's remaining calm, and she remained calm. She knew that she had to get the bloke in, and she did the right thing.
The reason why this rescue was particularly hard was just because I couldn't communicate with him, and it kind of all made sense when I met him on the beach once I finally got myself in.
Thank you very much.
It's okay, I'm sorry, I was yelling at you, I just couldn't.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you because I'm carrying a hearing aid.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I felt a bit terrified by the size
It's
of that water
really
mountains behind me.
Yeah, they're big water mountains today. I think today it's a land day. No more water mountains.
Nicola's rescue has impressed her teammates.
It's Nicola, man. She's sweet. You could put her in a cage full of lions and she'll come out all right, you know?
So maybe you park on this side of the cafe?
Yeah.
Maybe? We couldn't even find the car.
The case of the lost kid is becoming the case of the lost dad.
Was he wearing goggles or no?
No.
No goggles?
What's his name?
Sopare.
Yeah.
This man from Cambodia has lost his 10-year-old son, Saparith.
You just want to say his name?
When lost children are last seen in the water, alarm bells ring for lifeguards.
You don't know how well he can swim. So if he has gone in the water and there is such a crowd, it's easy to lose someone like that.
Number 1 we have a missing child, a little Cambodian boy, aged roughly 10, wearing a grey rashi, I think, and black boardies or pants.
There's thousands of people down here, so it's pretty hard to spot him, that's for sure.
What's right, English and Cambodian?
English much better.
Much better?
Yeah.
All right. He had really bad English. My Cambodian's terrible, so, it was really hard to communicate with him.
So, pardon, we have your father here. If you have been swimming and you've lost your dad, we have found him.
Sam is in his first year at Bondi. He focuses on the water, but experienced lifeguard Jules thinks otherwise.
I just thought, well, 100% my gut feeling is this kid is not in the water. They're just lost on land.
We've been driving around for 15 or 20 minutes and he decides to let me know in casual conversation that his wife is also down here and he does have a car. Straight away I'm thinking, well, a kid's first instinct is either go back to the car or find mum.
So I think we need to try and find the car.
Yeah, I'll be fine down here.
And I thought, this is going to be super easy. Go find the car, locate mum, child, done. So maybe you park on this side of the cafe?
Yeah.
Maybe? We couldn't even find the car.
The case of the lost kid is becoming the case of the lost dad.
Or did you park near a children's playground? Like near the park here?
I don't remember.
We'll walk this way? Yeah, the language barrier was unbelievable. I mean, we get that. That's not a rare case down here. Did you walk down a lot of stairs to get to the beach?
Yeah,
a lot of stairs?
That's stairs.
I just did a whole lot of hand moving, backpack walking.
I came from here.
Yeah, and you walk this way. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so we'll walk this way.
Okay.
Okay. As humans, I think everyone knows, you just figure it out. You just do a lot of expressive stuff.
I'm confused.
No, that's okay, that's okay. You're stressed, it's okay. This one?
Yeah.
Where's your wife?
Maybe he changed the car.
Are you sure this is your car?
My wife changed the car.
Finally, the car is found, but it's empty.
This your car?
Then, a familiar face.
And I'm thinking, well, this is great. We've found your car, we've found your wife. Where's the kid?
I telephone đi bay đó họ khơi. Ngõ bên kia không nữa họ mới dẫn vào phía ấy.
And then next second, the kid just kind of pops out from behind mum and steps in front. And, you know, I was wondering why mum looked so cool, calm and collect and was looking at dad kind of funny. The kid was with her.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. He disappeared before telling me. Yeah. ขอบคุณจรัญ
He needs to work on really knowing where his belongings are. I need to get this girl on a stable platform and out of the ocean.
Jules takes control of the rescue.
I was just down doing a bit of a roving patrol. I was down in the south corner, and then next second, someone out in the surf was screaming and yelling and kind of waving at me.
To the south, I think I've just got someone in the water that needs some assistance.
Copy, Jules. Oh, looks like they've done their shoulder, maybe.
A young woman is being kept afloat by volunteer lifesavers and members of the public.
Jules to step two, I think I've got a spinal here. Can someone get...
Yeah, Boo, maybe if you can run down. When you come past, maybe you can grab a spinal cord.
I got there and the girl was being held. She was in excruciating pain. Something was horribly wrong.
After she was violently dumped by a wave, the woman must be supported by volunteer lifesavers and members of the public.
Minimising movement in the ocean just adds a kind of extremely difficult element.
The spinal board is on its way. But in the rolling surf, Jules must find a quick solution.
I need to get this girl on a stable platform and out of the ocean. You're in charge of the head. So 3, when you count, everyone has to go to the body and we have to raise her.
I think she's going to try and put them on the board, but I'd rather they just wait until the spinal board.
I had to improvise, so I just went for it.
1, 2, 3. Actually, they did it pretty smooth. It's not too bad.
Assisted by volunteer lifesavers and members of the public, Jules must get the woman through the surf without any sudden movements.
There's a huge amount of responsibility when dealing with a spinal. Your treatment could be the difference between them walking home or them going home in a wheelchair. Every time she screamed and cringed, I swear like I felt that. I just kind of went into action mode and autopilot and started yelling out orders to people. We brought her in and just lay her down on the board in the sand, and I guess that was when we started to really assess like her symptoms and what was happening.
So what's your name?
Yeah, he was swimming out there. She
What is your name?
Sophie or something.
All right, I'm Jules. I want you to stay as still as you possibly can, okay?
21-year-old Sammy is at the beach alone.
And is the pain just in your neck? Okay, back and neck. Did you get dumped by a wave? All right.
Central to Lockheed. My ambulance will be on its way.
What do you guys want to do with the patient? Do you want to stay down there or come up here?
Yeah, we'll stay down here for the moment,
Lying precariously on the edge of the board, Sammy must be stabilised.
Sammy, what we're going to do now is we're just going to get you a little bit more straight so you're more comfortable.
Don't crack your head.
When they're feeling a lot of pain, it's really hard to treat because you don't want them moving their head or their neck, and quite often when they are in such distress, they'll do that.
Every summer, lifeguards respond to dozens of potential spinal injuries. Most of them suffer no permanent effects. A handful aren't so lucky.
Can you move his feet? My wet's up right now.
In 2011, Brazilian man Leo tragically broke his neck in Bondi's shore break.
We're just going to give you some pain relief, Sammy, all right? So as soon as it's ready, we'll get you to suck on the green whistle.
An analgesic gas offers the lifeguard's strongest form of pain relief.
Big breast that you were doing with me.
Doesn't taste very nice. It's okay.
It's like medicine, so it's going to taste a bit funky, but it's so important.
It's just important that you get it in, yeah. Yeah, but it's going to help you, all right?
A head-to-toe assessment will identify any loss of feeling or motor function.
Can you just wiggle your toes at all for me? That's a really bad sign when someone has no feeling in their feet. It's time to really start thinking about, serious spinal damage.
Sammy's symptoms indicate a potentially devastating spinal injury. The question now is whether or not it's permanent.
Your left leg is numb?
It felt numb when I hit my head.
Yeah.
All the pain,
Bit of pain?
from my back.
All right,
That's all right, just keep breathing. Remember,
Take a whistle in, nice deep breath.
As lifeguards wait for paramedics to arrive, Sammy makes a shocking revelation.
I've broken a neck before.
Okay, so how long ago have you broken your neck?
A year and a half ago.
And what were you doing a year and a half ago?
Cheerleading.
So I just kind of took a breath. She could have completely kind of cracked or broken something here.
For the symptoms that she showed, that was the most serious case I've dealt with.
So we're going to put a collar on you, all right?
I guess I was fearful that she might lose her ability to walk.
Lifeguards wait in hope for news that Sammy will make a full recovery.
Poor little thing, hey? 20 years old. Young.
I didn't even know what to think when she left the beach. I was kind of like just doing some really deep breaths, trying to kind of process it all. But yeah, I was so concerned for her because it was just a massive unknown.
Since then, they've been waiting desperately for news. Finally, information of the woman's condition is at hand.
Guys, this is Sammy from yesterday.
After being cleared of serious injury in hospital, Sammy has returned to say thanks.
When I went underneath the wave, I kind of like tumbled and smacked the back of my head against the sandbank.
The back of your head?
Yeah. It was pretty scary.
Yeah. Hey, Jules is on the beach actually. I might get Jules to come up.
Lucky to Jules. The girl you brought out of the water yesterday is up at the tower if you want to say hello.
Yeah, copy, thank you.
I was pretty excited because I was thinking, okay, well, if she's here, she's on her feet and she's walked in, so this is fantastic news. How are you?
Feeling a bit better now.
What was the verdict?
Inflammation around my C7 and aggravated my C6 again. I've got full feeling back in my arms and legs.
Yay, that's fantastic. Happy days, you're smiling. Bit different to yesterday, isn't it?
Hopefully,
you won't forget this trip.
No, I won't.
To have people come back and truly thank you and mean it, yeah, it's really special.
Singlets has a memento.
I did dig in the back of my locker. It's got my name in it, so it's a permanent reminder of me, unfortunately, for you, but at least you got something. Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect hit.
Yeah.
You must have a big head like mine. Nah.
You got me head back now.
Nah, it's all good.
Whenever we treat a patient for an injury or a serious rescue, it'd be lovely to have all of them come back and let us know they're okay. When they do, in the case with Sammy, it's a great thing to put your mind at rest and to know that you've done a good job on the day.
Do you want me in it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Julie is given the task of her first board rescue.
Go, straight out.
Boom, it was on, and I was a little bit nervous.
A group of fully grown men scramble to stay afloat. In their desperation, the board tips.
My name's Julie. I'm 23. I'm from Newcastle, a little town called Redhead. This is my first season of being a lifeguard. So I'm just looking to get a little bit more experience, doing a couple of rescues, seeing what the boys do down here. I've done about 5 first aids. It's probably the most that I've done. And I've pulled a lady on the sandbank out of a rip. That's been the most that I've done. So I'm just, looking to get more experience.
You can maybe do all of that just
in 1 hour.
Probably.
Yeah.
If it gets busy, you could do that in an hour.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But what Julie really wants is to perform her first board rescue.
I've done a couple of swim rescues, but not a board paddle rescue. So hopefully today, fingers crossed, I can do a little rescue.
I'm sure you're going to see something.
I do want to prove to myself that I have what it takes to be working here.
Nicola is the sole female lifeguard on the service. With a shifting tide and dangerous currents, Julie is given the opportunity to learn from a true pro.
So experienced, so just to see the way that she manoeuvres the ski, she's so good on it, she's so experienced, so it was crazy.
However, Nicola's lesson quickly turns into the real thing.
Literally just turned on a dime there and went sort of nasty all of a sudden.
Within minutes, Julie gets hands-on experience pulling swimmers out of the rip. Troy backs up on a board.
I need you directly in that group where the lifesaver is with the tube. No questions asked, get them on board.
Nicola is so good with her directions and she's like firm, but she's in control.
Yeah, I do tend to yell. I'm just like, get on the mat!
Get on the mat! Get on it!
Look, 1, 2.
There's 3 of them on there now.
I'm really glad she was on the back because we had that flash rip, all that stuff, so it's nice to have someone on there yelling with you.
It was good, it was good.
Working as a team, Julie and Nicola defuse a potentially fatal situation.
It feels really amazing to be working with such experienced lifeguards. Yeah, I feel really lucky.
It's really nice to have an enthusiastic girl down here who's just sort of keen to learn and get amongst it, get involved. And you need to have a passion to do it, to be able to get out there and sort of stretch yourself and want to learn and want to improve. And I'm like, you sure you don't want to move to Bondi? Come on, help me out.
Oh, thanks, Nicola.
It's just the experience Julie is after.
She's hyped, but it's all good.
She's just hyped. Imagine she'd be like a Maxi in the brain right now, you know?
However, she's yet to achieve her main goal, a rescue on the board.
I was wondering whether I was going to be able to do a rescue, whether I would be, at the place when somebody needed help.
On patrol in the Can-Am buggy, Matt D spots a group of men who've fallen off a sandbank. Julie is given the task of her first board rescue.
Go, straight out.
Boom, it was on, and I was a little bit nervous. I kicked into gear, I grabbed the board, and I paddled out as quick as I could.
I was involved in the rescue. She was actually able to get there first, and then I was able to back her up.
I got to them and I drove my board literally into the middle of their group, and they were just panicking and they just all grabbed onto my board.
For the second time today, a group of fully grown men scramble to stay afloat. In their desperation, the board tips. Fortunately, Julie gets the group back onto the sandbank.
She had a bit of an unorthodox style at times, but yeah, she did a great job.
In her first ever rescue, Julie manages 5 in one go.
It felt empowering just to be able to paddle over to somebody that's struggling and be there when they need your help. It makes me want to just do as many rescues as I can.
Thank you so much. Thank you, rescue.
We got a new hero on our hands, eh?
No, I haven't proven myself yet.
You got one. We said you could get one, didn't we?
Was it a good rescue? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, good on her. She got her first rescue at Bondi. She's got a good attitude. Join the team.
Exactly really good. Central to Jules. I think you've earned yourself a break. You've got to come up and jump with her.
She just did her first rescue, so she's pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, I pretty much nailed it. That's about it.
This is king.
I like your confidence. You just went up in my book.
You'll go a long way in this job.
Good. Don't tell anybody that's actually my proper first board rescue.
Hey Tommy, that guy in front of you is drowning. Straight ahead. Indian guy is going under. Get the sled right in there.
But it's not the man Nicola is worried about. Nicola is focused on the water, but it's on the sand where a problem emerges.
Backpackers to Central. Got a missing 11-year-old boy. His name's Yosin. He was seen about half an hour ago. He was swimming with his uncle. Copy.
Taking her eyes off the water for even a moment risks tragic consequences.
The list of distractions you can have on a busy day down at Bondi go from like 1 to 1,000.
Disturbingly, the 11-year-old boy was last seen in the water.
The hardest part of dealing with a lost child is trying to comfort the parents. They get very distressed.
It's okay, we'll find him. Was he in the flats or was he swimming here?
Neither of them was like swimming in the ocean.
Okay. Obviously, we get quite concerned if you've got a missing kid, because if they were in the water, if that's the last place they were seen, you know, that's a huge cause for alarm.
They come out and they think they're in the same spot, but they're not. So they start walking around, they get lost.
I was multitasking. If you can't multitask, then you're going to find yourself in some serious trouble.
Nick to Tommy, just got 2 right inshore. I'm still a bit distracted with this lost kid for the moment, get a little bit more info. There's a lot of people inshore who aren't great, so if you could do that thing again where you just kick them back over to the north, that'd be great.
Yeah, copy, Nick.
Then, to everyone's relief,
Nick to Central, all good, kid's been found. Thank you.
Sorry?
So I've got the kid, he's missing his parents. Hey Tommy, that guy in front of you is drowning. Straight ahead. Indian guy is going under. Get the sled right in there.
following Nicola's direction, Tommy makes a rescue. But it's not the man Nicola is worried about.
There were 2 Indian blokes going under, and I wasn't going for the one that Nicola was calling for.
Meanwhile, the person I was talking about was completely underwater. So I just had to run in.
The man is held up by a nearby swimmer.
Get on, hold on, hold on.
In that situation, it wasn't a stuff-up. Thank God he was there to rescue the other guy.
Nicola's absolutely amazing.
2 men saved in a handful of critical seconds.
Take the socks.
No, it's okay. You need to go between the red and yellow flags.
Okay.
Jules, you're on.
Tommy and Jules face off for the ride of the season. Bondi is one of the most crowded surf breaks in the world. But when the big swells roll in, the crowds dwindle. For Lifeguards, it's a perfect opportunity to practice in the big stuff.
It is intensive training for us to be able to feel confident, and we have to be able to go out as big as it is, because if somebody goes out and needs rescuing when it's huge, we're the ones that actually have to do it.
Outside of lifeguarding, Jesse is a professional big wave surfer. Today, he's going to test out 2 new recruits in a southerly swell which has arrived overnight.
It's Tommy and Jules' first season down here at Bondi. The swell's up. I told them, go get your wetsuits on, we're out there. Here we go.
Are you nervous? You know why you're nervous? Because you're not talking.
For Tommy and Jules, the mission is simple: to catch the biggest wave of the day and prove themselves to the older guys.
Tommy's confident.
I'm not losing the seat.
I was nervous, but it was really cool to have Jesse backing us in the water.
All right, Jules, the second one, all right?
Here's a step.
Handling a rescue board in these waves requires perfect timing.
Pedal hard! Go, go, go! That was the biggest handbrake I have ever seen.
I do admit, I did pull back on that one.
Next, it's Tommy's turn to impress the judges.
Oh, Tommy.
I wanted to catch the biggest wave of the day. You either take off and survive, regret it massively.
Smoke.
Fall off in the big stuff, and you'll need more than just good board skills.
Can Tommy swim?
I think he can swim,
I don't think he can swim.
Jules gets her second chance on another big one.
Go, Jules!
Go!
I was like, yep, I'm on.
Go on!
And then at the last second, no, not ready. That was crazy. It was really fun, but now the boys are ripping into me. I can never quite do enough for them, so I have to go back again.
Go, Jules!
Go on.
So then the next big wave came through, and I just thought, there's no way that I'm not going for this one.
Well, release that handbrake, Jules.
So I just put my head down and just went for it.
If Jules is too far back on the board, she'll miss the wave. Too far forward, and she'll nosedive.
Jules really impressed me that day. In the end, she ended up getting a bomb, and she done me proud. So she can hold her head high.
That was sick, Jules.
So I'm happy with that, but I got smoked coming in.
Jules may be done, but Tommy wants another crack at the title.
I wasn't going to let anyone beat me. I was catching the biggest wave that day, and that was it.
Go, brother. You're on. Go. Pedal.
He's gone.
Go, son, hook it.
Oh, yeah, Johnny.
I think Tommy won the heat, eh? Jules got a big one, but she fell off. Tommy was the only one to make it.
If someone was drowning, we have to get out there, so it's good to practice.